Hi guys, my name is Jacqueline. This is my first video blog, well, actually ever, so if I stutter a little bit or anything, just ignore it and just bear with me. I do tend to talk a lot with my hands when I'm in a conversation, so just ignore me. American immigration is something that I have been interested in to learn a little bit about, so it's very kind of cool to learn a little bit more in detail about it and our history behind it. Since our country has been founded on immigrants, it's really interesting to hear both sides of the story and to hear about different stories of the actual immigrants themselves, and also hearing from people who just completely disagree with it. In the chapters, in the reading, learning a little bit more into the history and the way that immigrants have been treated in the past is pretty appalling to me. It's pretty crazy. But I can understand having to control immigration a little bit to make sure that we are, as citizens, protected. But I feel like there's a limit to that. And I also feel like there is a way to handle it, or in a very humane way. When I watched the documentary, it did tend to get me a little upset, hearing a lot of what people have to say about immigrants, and that how Mexicans are dirty and that rapists and all that whole situation. And that's something that's going on in our time now, and also has gone in our past. When it comes to the way that immigrants are treated, I do feel personally that we could change that. We could do something to make it better. And just in general, figure out a way that we can do this in the right way. When you hear the opinions of people like the protesters in the documentary, for example, the protesters themselves, talking ugly to these people, even a gentleman who was just stuttering because he was trying to get his point across, somebody had to mock him. And to me, that is just not what I want our country to be. When they came over back in our time, immigrants had to take certain kinds of tests. They had to be clean. They had to be checked. And I understand when we're trying to protect our own people, but it seems like back in the day, it was a lot more harsh and a lot more strict to get to our country. I even read about the Immigration Act of 1924, how they limited our immigrants coming into our country, which I feel is okay. The thing is that the way that those people were treated, it may seem a little bit overdone, but maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe if you guys have any other opinion on it, maybe I am willing to discuss anything. I'm kind of an open book here. I like to hear about what you guys have to say. I will respond with something that maybe I think. My biggest thing though is the way that people are treated is something that is extremely important. Hearing people on the documentary and hearing about them just talking ugly about people and that they needed to go back to their country and they're rapists, and it just drives me crazy that people think this way. And even to this day, back in that time, we were trying to protect our country and not let so many people in because there's too many people coming in at one time. There was 350,000 people coming in onto our country, and they had to limit that. And that's fine because you need to control the population like that. But the thing is that even now to this day, we seem to be having these similar issues. These migrants coming over at this time, and all we hear is negative situations from them. There's no real solution, just people complaining from both sides. To me, I feel that this is something that we need to maybe discuss more. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it. I feel I have strong opinions on certain things, but I think my strongest opinion is the way that people are treated. I think that is my biggest thing. So when you see this on social media, people constantly fighting about, well, this is the way it's, when you see them fighting on in social media, like, oh, excuse me guys, sorry. Like this person's right and this other person's right, and they're two different opinions. It's okay to have your own opinion, but it's to respect somebody else's opinion is what I'm trying to say, is what, which I feel is the right thing to do. Say for example, like if you guys have any opinion on my blog today, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I will never be mean to anybody. I will never really try to make you feel bad for your opinion, because this is a very strong opinion. This is a really strong subject to have an opinion on, so I completely understand. I really enjoyed reading a little bit, and I did enjoy the documentary to a certain extent. It did get me a little heated in the middle of the documentary about hearing about people, the way they talk to other people, saying that they're immigrants, but they said they were not here illegally, but then the people were attacking them. It's just crazy. I don't know. But I would like to hear your opinion on the documentary and what you think about my video. I apologize for the stuttering and the hand gestures. You're going to probably see it in almost every video that I give you guys. I'm just really a little nervous about it. But I appreciate you guys. If you have any comments, just let me know. And I will look forward to talking to you guys. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.